Hello there. Thank you so much for giving me company tonight. This is Esther from Stampin' Star Creations. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in the UK, so I get to love and like and share with you my creations using Stampin' Up products, and I get to be able to sell it to you as well as being able to use it. So thank you so much for those of you who support me by subscribing to this channel, which you can do now. For sharing my videos out, for liking my videos, for supporting me via PayPal, and for supporting me via Super Chat. So thank you all. Tonight I thought I would do a idea that I did a few weeks ago in a workshop, and it was this little cute bag. Now, who was the original person that I found this off? I think it was Jan B. I think it was Jan B. I'm terrible at, if I do stuff and then I forget to look it up afterwards. So if you want to know, do remind me and say, Esther, you said that you were going to tell us who it was. I think it was inspired by Jan B. And I've adapted it slightly. Or was it Jan B? Or was it... Oh, I can't remember the lady's name. Oh, it's terrible. I must try and do that. I'm sorry. I'm going to say hello to you all, and then we're going to really get started. Hi, Gina and Wanda, and Wendy, Christine, Ankarad, Jeannie, Tina, Navarana, Carol. Okay, just to warn you, this is a C word free zone, and I hope you know what I mean by that. Just to clear it up, coronavirus. So we're going to try and totally avoid the subject. I'm a bit of sick up to hearing about it and how it's affecting things and how it's affecting me and stuff. So we're just not going to talk about it tonight. We're going to do crafting instead. Hi, Kathleen, and hi, Cassie and Cindy. So this gorgeous paper is from, I had to look up, luckily I've got the packet still, so I've got the name on the back. Every packet of DSP, which stands for Designer Series paper, has got the name of the paper, and it will tell you what colours, which is brilliant, are actually highlighted in the papers. So if you want to use the colours that are in the papers, you can just refer to the pack that it comes in. So it's very useful to hold the pack it comes in if you want to know, or you can look online. So as you can see, I've chopped a load of these papers already. They are double-sided and they're beautiful. They've all been hand painted, and then they get recreated into paper. So I've been chopping up, and I've not got many full sheets left, but these I do have left. And tonight I'll be using this one here. So on the other side is lovely green wash. We've got these water lilies and these daisy. Look, those two would go beautifully together, like these daisy kind of Monet look type paper. So I'm going to move everything off, and so that I've got my scoring board, or everything's dropping, sort it out afterwards. Now I want to show you how this bag opens. So my addition to the bag was to add these little borders on the edge. I just think it helped to really complete the bag. And then when you open it, it's got like a talking mouth. Now in the original video I saw, who I can't remember who it was from, sorry, the person stuck these pieces down, which you can do if you want, but I found that it limited that space that you have inside your bag. Now the great thing about this bag is that I can speak using my bag. That wasn't what I was going to say, but now I'm being distracted with the lips. What was I going to say? It gives you more space to work with. So the great thing about not gluing it down is you get more space in the bag, and it's very spacious, and it doesn't waste any 12 by 12. You can use all of your 12 by 12 sheet of paper. Right, I better get on. So underneath, hopefully, I've given myself a template to work with to make my life easier. So let's get scoring. Now, I think this is multi-directional paper, so I don't have to worry too much about where my design's going. But if you are doing it with paper which goes in one direction, you might want to be careful about how that looks. So, nice and easy, 3 and 9 inches. Okay, so we are scoring at 3, Stay on track, Esther, stay on track. 3 and 9. Oh, come on, what's going on with you tonight? 3 and 9 inches. I'm just catching some of the comments. So if anyone's wondering who I'm talking to, I am, when you go live, you can actually see live comments. Sometimes it gives you the option for live chat and you can actually go back to see all the comments. So Cindy said it looked like a frog. Sandra said, so funny, I've made these before but never referred to them as lips. Somebody says it needs googly eyes. And yes, you can have fun with it. Okay, so we've done the 3 and the 9. You turn it 90 degrees, which I've done already, and then we're going to score at 5 and 7. Now, it's been a while since I made this. I'm going to have to try and refresh my little brain as to how I did the next bit, because I know that you're supposed to... what are you supposed to do? I think you're supposed to mark it. Why haven't I marked it? Well, okay, look. Let's do it now with you on screen. So I'm going to mark it at the, I think it's the 2 and the 10. I'm guesstimating now. Let's write that down for you. So because we're going to do some folds in this, I'm going to mark it at the 2 and the 10. I hope you can't see that. Okay, I've just done a little notch on the 2 and the 10. And I'm going to spin it around the other side. And I'm going to mark it at the 2 and the 10 again. 2 and the 10. Because what you now need to do, oh dear, it's all happening here. Things are crashing down beside me. You might pick me up tool thingy's gone missing. I don't know what I've done with it. I can't remember if you're supposed to score. I think you are. Okay, so we're scoring from that 2 mark and we're meeting it into this corner here. Do let me know if I'm making sense or not, more importantly. If I get paper and try to follow along, I'd end up with the score lines everywhere and a hole in the middle. Trust me, Cindy, it's taken me years. Sometimes I'll watch videos over and over again. Paper has gone in the bin. But I'm trying to, when I do videos, like I've done one recently which isn't loaded yet, but I really want to just go step by step with people so they can actually understand, hopefully even more easily than I can understand it, so that they can recreate things themselves. Because I think as makers and creators, if you make it 100 times, you're like, oh yeah, I understand the workings out. But actually when you're brand new to something, it can be a bit intimidating, and not knowing the sizes as well. Hi Jana from Oregon, hi there. So that's what we've got. I'm just going to bring this back for reference, okay? So do share this video out, because you never know, you might love it. So we scored at the 5 and the 7, and we made marks at the 2 and the 10, and then turned it 90 degrees and scored at the 3 and the 9, and you want to mark your 2 and 10 on that side. So yes, you fold and burnish. Now be careful, because it's paper, just be gentle with it, don't go too wild, okay? Yes, Angrad said, I have a card recipe book with all the measurements and scores written down. Now I've got a folder where I keep templates and the like, but mine's getting a bit scruffy now. And as much as I like to think that I do that, it has gone a bit scruffy. Now, it looks like, I thought I'd gone wrong already. Oh, don't. I can't afford to go wrong. Just going to get my bone folder out for a bit more precision. So yeah, just be careful not to press too hard on the scoring tool, because it will go through the paper. Right, now comes the folding bit. So with the narrow strip in the middle, like as if it's a book, okay, I'm going to give you little memory aids. Middle strip down the middle, we want to fold this up, and then we're folding this middle section, and we're folding it where it kind of doesn't want to go down to the left and down to the left. So lift up, middle and down to the left. Now I did actually score that line, so it will help me, where I think when I did my original one I didn't. So if you look in there, can you see it's created that triangle? I'm going to squash that down. Okay, let's do that again with this side. Okay, and up and down to the right this time. So it's kind of, it feels like it's going against the grain, but as long as you're copying what I'm doing, she says, we want to get that corner crease nice and upright, so it's almost looking like a box. And if I just peek inside there, you should have a nice, is it a right angle triangle? Is that what you call it? Deborah says, hold your tongue just right. That's it. Stick your tongue out. It'll help you to concentrate. Okay, so you should have that. Okay, that action. Now Verona says, fun fact, I actually, well, these are made of bone. I'm sure they are, but not kind of, you know, I don't know what bone they are made out of, but they're not, you know, I think they are bone, aren't they? And we're going to do the same with the other side. So if you want to skip forward this bit on the video, you can. But if you want to just recap that bit, you can. So I've turned the paper around, still got our book shape, going up from the middle, folding down to the corners. All right. And then you want your triangle shape in the middle. So I hope that is nice and easy for you all to remember. So then we've got this. So it was like that. I'm turning it round. So you've got, ta-da, this cool clutch handbag shape. And we can just push those bits in like so. Isn't that pretty? And look, you don't waste any paper either. Now, to make this even nicer, I'm going to get out some Highland Heather. We're making a bag, Linda. That's what we're doing. I wonder if this is long enough. Oh, it's just a bit short. Just a bit short. That one looks better. Okay. Now let me just measure what this now is in order to make our... Okay, so this is actually 5 15/16, which is a funny old measurement, isn't it? Let's just get this, see if I've got it bang on. Oh, I'm about literally a 16th out, so I'm going to take basically a smidgen. Oh, don't you just love it? Okay, now I'm going to blah blah blah. I'm going to put it in my, you can't see a thing because my new light is in the way. I'm going to put it at the 1/2 inch mark here, and I'm going to just score, move it along to the inch and cut. Okay, and we're going to do that again. 1/2 inch score, 1 inch cut. Brenda says, I made this 2 Christmases ago for my granddaughters, and unfortunately I can't remember who. I cased it off and I looked so I could, but I couldn't find it. You and me both, sister. So we're just going to bend these over like so, give them a grease. Now I can picture the other lady in my head and I cannot remember her name, but I will try, and you'll just have to nag me until I find out. Okay, so we're going to bend those over. Who's just said hello? Hi Vanessa. I just think this really helps to complete the look of the bag. So we're going to pop that along the top like so. So before we do that, we've got to do a bit of gluing. She says, where's my glue? Now remember, we only want to glue the bits that we want stuck down, so we're not doing the whole thing, we're just doing that shape here, this shape here. Okay, Same on both sides. And you can just fold it flat to stick it down. Let's move you over, you're all a bit far away. Same on the other side. Makes it a little bit more tricky, but nevertheless. There we go, a bit there, and a bit there. And we're going to go and stick flat. So more paper size, like exercise, but paper size. Now that's not matching up for some reason. Maybe I should have sorted out my creases, but there we go. We've got our lips are talking, lips back now. And then we're going to stick these down. I know there's a really important part I was supposed to say, but I don't know what it is. I remember doing this in my class and I was like, oh yeah, I should have told them about that. I'm hoping I'll discover it in a minute. Now these just help to edge. You don't have to do this bit, but I just think it just really helps to finish the bag and give it a bit of nice edging to it. So find a colour that matches your paper, and obviously our Stampin' Up! Colours coordinate nicely, so it's not difficult. Give that a squeeze. There you go, you can bring the bag together, look at that. You can pinch those in if you want to make it stay like that. Okay, you can manipulate it, make it all, give it a little squat like that. God, we're doing lots of paper size today, aren't we? Okie dokie, now somewhere beyond the moon. Oh, come on, drawer. This one's a heavy drawer because it's got my punches in it. Now, Stampin' Up! Used to sell this. We don't sell it anymore. But I picked myself up one of these in the charity shop. So they are available probably online. They're just hole punches. Now, this is the bit where I just guesstimate because I ain't got no time for measuring. But if you want to make sure the other side matches, it might just be worth putting your two together and then just doing it like that, what I've just done, okay? So do one, paper squatting, new exercises for crafters all over, exactly, and then match it up with the bottom layer to get your holes matching. That's why you don't need to measure. You can if you really want to. Now, why are you not going through? Why are you not cooperating? Thank you. I'm thinking, because I've got some nice white ribbon on my desk, she says, where are you? Everything starts collapsing. Let's sort out this light. Now, you might be wondering why I've got black on there. That's because you need to watch my Facebook Live to find out what I did earlier. So we thread this through the hole, like so. Thread it behind. Around the corner we go, and back through. So I'm leaving it on my reel. I'm not actually measuring anything. You just kind of see how much you want to put on there. I'm just going to tie a bow. Give me an idea of... I'm not going to worry about the look of the bow too much, she says. Although that's come out quite well. Just snip it. There, isn't that pretty? And that's just out of one sheet of 12 by 12. So my idea was to try and attempt a matching card to go with it using using the stamps that she can't find. Where are you gone? There you are, you're buried. Bloom and grow. So if you bear with me, we're going to try. This is a bit more, what's the word? I've not tested this out, so we'll see what happens. Great, I'm glad you love the bag. It's a really nice, simple but really effective, I think, bag. Now, what is this? Why are you stuck? Okay, I'm going to use shimmery white cardstock. So shimmery white cardstock is in real life shimmery. Look, can you catch a glimpse of that? And it means you can add water to it, and it doesn't act as the water doesn't splay out as much as it would with watercolour. Whoa, that is close. Oh dear, what are you doing, phone? And it doesn't soak up the water like a normal paper would. So I'm going to use the horror sand to try and just have, I want the flowers to show up, but not to show up so much that you don't get, I want to have a bit of an outline, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm planning to probably cut this image out with the matching dies, so there you go. And now, in order to incorporate the same sort of colour, I'm going to grab my ink pads, and I'm going in with Highland Heather. Oh, it's got a bit of yellow, I've just noticed that. Let's bring in So Saffron, Purple Pink. Sorry, I keep hitting the phone. Blushing Bride. It has got a bit of green as well. Oh, why not? A bit of Pear Pizzazz. And now this colour isn't available, but because I haven't had much of a chance to use it, I want to use it. Oh, shh, it's Purple Posy. Sadly, very sadly, they had issues with this colour when they tried to produce it. And yeah, they ended up pulling the colour because the manufacturers couldn't fix the issue. But I really want to use it. So I'm using this paper as inspiration, and we'll see where we go. So I'm going to do the easy bit and add a few green leaves. And I'm using an aqua painter to colour in my leaves. So sticking with one colour family to make it nice and, well, I say one, the brown colour isn't from this, but the rest of the colours are. So just following the lines of the image and finding all the leaves. I'm not dipped my colour in again, I'm just using what's on my brush. Then I think I'll make the centre flower the pinky colour, and then I want the outside flowers. Vanessa is asking, does the aqua painter just have water in it? Yes. You literally unscrew this barrel here, and you just pop water in, screw it back on, and it comes in a thin, and I've labelled them, and a thick end, broad end. So it's the paintbrush is thicker. Hi, I saw Levine sneak on either. So I'm really desperate to use the Purple Posy colour, so I'm gonna, oh, I should really wipe it off. I've got green ink. So this is Highland Heather, and I'm just gonna carefully, she says, outline. It's a bit watery. I need something to dab it off. I can see I've got a bit of green in my colour. Okay, I might need to find something somewhere here. Typical, isn't it? Where's it gone? It's disappeared. I'm going to leave that. That's gone really watery. Let's just use a bit of paper. And let that dry off a bit. Let's just concentrate on the pink. I'm going to try something opposite, and I'm going to try and start with the light pink first. Just lay down a bit of colour. Very pale. But when this dries off, you can always come back to it, so don't rush watercolouring. Sometimes you can, you can come back to things and colour them. Now I'm going to have to decide what I'm going to do. Some of these flowers, little pale pink flowers, and then I think I might do the little berries in the purpley colour. I'm going to try and go fairly quickly because we don't want to spend all evening watching me colour, let's face it. There we go. Sorry if I've missed comments. If you're desperate to ask me anything, just either ask again or I will try and catch up on the end. Okay. Press. If you press your ink pad, it will leave a nice impression on the other side. Now, like I said before, I'm not like the most expert watercolorer, but I do enjoy it. I like the... I think when I first tried watercolouring, I did get a bit put off because I wasn't very good at it, but it's a case of less is more. You can't really see what I can see there. So I've added a bit more of that darker pink. I'm going to try and position it so you can see. So the colour's been soaked up, but I want to try and get some darker highlights in there so that you can see it's a pink, like the shades of pink. I think I need to let it dry. I get a bit impatient and I just want it dry now. I was playing yesterday and made some stamps from foam using some of my dies that didn't have matching stamps. So much fun. Yeah, that's a fun way of doing it. All right, let's bring in this lovely purple posy colour. I've put water on here already, which is probably why it's doing that. So again, I've not even squeezed my aqua painter again. It's got lots of water at the tip of it, so I don't need to keep on adding lots and lots of water. I think when I first did watercolouring, I did overdo it with the water. Now, if you like watercolour and want a kind of maybe even simpler way of doing it, I did a video last week of actually colouring in a stamped image. Now, because I'm liking this, I'm just going to squeeze a bit of water in there and I'm going to do some splat. In fact, they won't come out because I'm cutting this out, aren't I? Well, I was going to colour this in. A bit of colour on here. There we go, nice and subtle. And I'm just going to, because I'm a bit lazy, I'm just going to colour in these flowers. There we go, that'll do. If you wanted to, if you set this up in your Stamparatus, you could probably stamp it on top of that. Oh, I didn't put any yellow in. I know what, I've got an idea. So I'm going to find the matching dies for this, because they come with matching die set. Whoa! Sorry about that, just making sure you're awake. Now, which one is it? It looks like it might be this one. Is she right or is she right? She's right. Okay, we're going to cut this out. Now, the fun thing also with this stamp set is you get these kind of border ones as well, which are really nice to go with the stamp set. And you've got these extra leaves and extra floral bits as well. So if you want to make an arrangement, you can. Oh, stand up. Right. I think tonight I'm going to bring the beast in because not everybody gets to see the big shot. I've got just enough space. My poor tattered big shot. So you just line it up on your machine. Now I'm going to turn my plate over. It's starting to get a little bit warped, which they will do over time. The nature of use. Just carefully line up your die around. Now the dies, some of the new dies are quite close to the image, so just take your time to line them up. I'm just going to run this through. Beautiful. And let's cut out the image nice and soft. So you can have it this way around if you want, like a hanging flower. You can have it that way around. Okay, let's move this out the way. And now the time has come. I'm joking. I think I'm tempted to add a bit of So Saffron in this. I'm tempted just to put a hint of yellow in the background. Not loads. Can you actually see what I'm doing? Sorry. I'm just picking up a bit of So Saffron and I want just like a hint of yellow in the background. I don't want to like do loads, but just like a hint of yellow to go with the matching bag, of course. Right, let's move these stamp sets off a second. Now, I'm going to bring back my shimmer white. Because we've used shimmer white, it's a off-white shimmery colour. So I'm going to cut down some more so that we can continue to use the same same card at 3 7/8. And I do it by 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. 5 5/8. Now I'm thinking I've got a piece of Highland Heather cut already, so I'm thinking, oh, we could do something really nice and simple with that, couldn't we? You are simply wonderful. That's a nice sentiment for Mother's Day. Well, let's celebrate you. Oh, okay, your decision. We could have let's celebrate you, or we could have oh, thank you from the bottom of my heart, or we could have, which I'm tempted to, you are simply wonderful, which I think I quite like. So you decide while I just mount up some other bits and pieces. Have you guys decided? No. Do I have to decide for you? I'm going for this. You are simply wonderful. Sorry about clearing my throat. It's because I've been talking and talking. And I need a drink, really. But there we are. You are simply wonderful. Yeah, I've chosen. You guys are too slow. Either that or I didn't see your comments. Okie dokes, let's get stamping. Now, I think, yeah, we'll stick to our lovely Highland Heather colour. Cindy said, I would use my pokey tool and make an edge along the white border. An edge along the white border. Are you talking about on here? To create like an edging on it, like a stitched edging? Is that what you mean? Oh, little boo-boo. Stamped a bit ferociously. We can fix it. So where has this one? Yes, there he is, Sahara Sand. So I'm bringing back Sahara Sand because that's the colour we used initially. And I want to extend my bouquet a bit by using this as a background colour. So I'm just going to use that to hover over, like so. Yeah, I'll cover it up, you don't worry. Cindy, that's a nice idea, I might try that. We'll find a way of covering that up. Don't you worry, everybody. Might need to come out a little bit further. I'm going to put some leaves down here. And maybe some leaves in here. And because we've gone for the watercolour look, I'm just tempted to, and the joy of having on this paper, just not spend ages on it, but just to kind of fill in some colour on the background image. So particularly on the leaves and the berries. Just to make it look so pasty and pale. Okay. Right, so there was a suggestion of, oh, here's my pokey tool. I said earlier I couldn't find it. A suggestion of poking holes in the edge. Is that right? Is that what you're saying? Now, I wonder if I can do this. Trying to do the half centimetre increments. If this doesn't work, we blame Cindy, okay, everybody? Just about see what I'm doing. It's making my eyes work. Oh, that's fun. Look at that fun detail. So I'm going to do the other side. I'm just going to do a couple of I'm just going to do two sides so underneath I'm using a piercing mat, so that's why I can afford to pop some holes through. There we go, that's quite nice detail. Now what you can do is actually do faux stitching and join it up with like a pencil mark. SU used to have a kit when it first came out. Oh, okay, yep, they no longer sell it. Scallop border die would look nice also. Yes, it would. Let's have a look. So you could have scalloped borders on each end. We could have done that, couldn't we? It doesn't quite reach, but yeah, you get the idea. Anyway, so where's my... Oh, I thought I'd lost it for a minute. Actually, I could put splatters in the back of this, couldn't I? That would work. I'll do some splatters. Or I've got the pen. Yes, I have. Is this a different colour? This is... Oh, no, it's the same colour, Highland Heather. Got to have a bit of splatter. Okay. So let's start getting this together. We're going to pop this up with some dimensionals. Now the small ones are great to use with this because you can pop them right in those corners where it's got the detail of the flowers. Now the other thing you can do with your pokey tool, you might have seen this tip on my channel. If you're after some crafty tips, I've got a whole playlist dedicated to it. I did a year of crafty tips, and it's to get your tool, and then you do like a bit of a tick and a lift motion, and this just grabs those top layers and you can just slide it all off in one go. So it's like a dip and tick motion. You're sort of lifting them away. Okay, so let's pop this on. So make sure it's sat roughly in the middle where we want it. And let's get the... Now, they fell on the... Let's just pearls out, shall we? Now, I've seen a lot of people use this end to grab the pearls, so I might try it. I don't want to go too big, so we'll just use that one there. And do some small ones. Oh yes, that works nicely, she says, after that one's dropped off. Put some up there. Oh yeah, because it kind of picks it off and it kind of sticks it on at the same time. Does that make sense whatsoever? Picks it off and puts it on at the same time. I'm tempted to do something around the edging. And let's have a look. I'm going to bring in my, let's see. This is the light Highland Heather, and I'm just brushing it against the edge to give it an edge. Can you guys see that? Just to give it something. There we go. Let's see how that looks. That's just giving it a bit more of a border than it had before. Subtle, but it's there. Okay, stick with me because I'm going to show you the bag and the completed project. My workspace is encroaching. I'm not going to have any space to craft. So, are you set for Mother's Day if you celebrate it? I know some of you might not be celebrating it, or for whatever reason might not enjoy Mother's Day, but there's some out there that I know maybe do still celebrate it. Are you organised? I'm supposed to be sending a parcel off in the post tomorrow, which I must try and remember to do. I like the fresh pearls. You can colour your pearls in with your Stampin' blends, which I just used. I'm going to leave them as they are. So let's bring on the bag. Bring on the bag! Here it is. Here's what we made earlier. And you can make a nice matching tag as well. So the card was inspired by the bag. You are simply one of... Oh, you know what it does need? It needs a bit of... Look, we missed out on the old Winker Stella. So if you've not met Winker Stella, here she is. She's a very fine glitter pen. And let's see, there you go. Is that catching the light? I mean, the paper's shimmery as it is, but we can just add some more shimmer. And you can give it a little wallop, and that gives some nice splatters all over your card too. Okay, thank you so much for joining me for my Mother's Day project. Bag made out of a 12 by 12 piece of paper without any wastage. We used the matching paper for inspiration to make the card with the Bloom and Grow stamp set and matching dies. Did a bit of watercolouring, and yeah, that's me. Right, let's have a look at any. I'm trying to do it really quickly so you don't notice the change. I'm going to check if I've totally missed out any. Oh, hi Honeybee, I didn't see that. Sorry, my finger's right in the way of the used to make triangles and decorate the edges. Ah, I see, Cindy. You're welcome. I tried it. Remember the rolling wheel with spikes to transfer patterns? That was just, I think it was just going out as I started joining. That would so pick up M&M's, says Cindy. Oh dear. We had a goofy stamp club one evening. Valera's birthday is on the 12th on Mother's Day. Oh, his 12th birthday is on Mother's Day. Is that what you're saying, Naveen? Happy birthday to Valera. You're all set for his birthday. Winker Stella makes everything better. I mean, you know, life is better with the Winker Stella. I have a long pole with a magnet to pick up pins. Ah, now I have double-sided tape to pick up scrap stuff. That's a good idea. You are welcome, Cindy. I'm happy to give my time to creativity. Ah, thank you, Kathy. She says, really lovely card and gift bag. So thank you all so much for managing to avoid the coronavirus word. That was the rule at the beginning, and you've all managed to stick to it. And do you know what? It's been really nice just to have a break from it and to think about something else. And we got to stay positive. Mother's Day's in May where you are. Remind me where you are, Ankarad. So it's this Sunday here in the UK for us. Vanessa says she loves these projects. Thank you so much for joining me. I did a Facebook Live, opposite end of the scale, I did a masculine projects on Facebook Live tonight. I hope to get these uploaded my days have been a bit busy, so I've been a bit behind with uploading projects. And Vanessa, while I've got your attention, those cards that you said about embossing around the edge, I might give those as my Mother's Day cards, so hence why you might not have seen them, I decided. Yeah, exactly. Wendy. Oh, New Zealand Mother's Day is in May. Absolutely, Wendy. It's nice to have a bit of space free from it all. Take care, everybody. I won't take up any more of your time. It's been good to have your company, and I really appreciate you joining me tonight. Please do consider sharing out the video if you've got people that you think would be interested. Hit that subscribe button and that bell button to get a ding dong when I'm coming live or have loaded any videos. And consider if you want a catalogue. If you're in the UK particularly, I can send you a catalogue free in the post. And yeah, good to see you all. I hope you stay well, stay safe, keep crafting, use the opportunity to craft, and hopefully I'll catch you again next week, all being well. Take care. God bless you all. Bye for now.